Degenerocity just released tipping culture.
Tipping. A
Now, what type of tipping we
you
talking
do
about?
when you're more than
that
satisfied
type.
with the service you were providing.
I wasn't thinking
and you
nothing
give them a
else.
little extra money. Usually you give these to your servers at restaurants, your barber, and strippers, just as a way of telling
Oh, hell no, bro. I ain't giving you no tip for this. What the
Usually you give these to your servers at
I'm
restaurants,
giving you negative
your
money for
barber,
what? Bro, you cut my hair like that, bro. We have beef, bro. We have
strippers,
beef
just
for
as
life.
a way of telling them you're doing a good job. Go get yourself a nice pair of undies. And this
What?
overall thing is practiced all around the world. It's not exactly a foreign concept for anybody. Tipping is a normal thing, but no place on earth lets it give out the tip more.
Hey,
than
yo.
the US of A. We go X Games mode with the tipping over here, cause we be giving everybody tips. We tip our delivery drivers, taxis, bellhops, housekeeping, house movers, bartenders.
That's
If you're
facts.
an in-person service, then most likely you accept tips. Even my
Yeah.
homie's last job at the gas station where he just pumped people's gas, he got over $100 in tips in one day. I didn't
Damn.
even know people tip for that. We love to tip everybody except the homeless. But has it gone too far?
Bruh.
Let me go off real quick. But I've been seeing tipping options where I've never seen them before. Like counter services, cashiers. I've never heard of tipping cashiers, but those blue blocks on the iPad beg to differ.
Oh,
One
yeah.
time I went to a concert.
They be having those at like the ice cream shops and shit like that. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, bro. Like, I'm not normally gonna
Heard
tip
of
just a
tipping
cashier.
cashiers, but those blue blocks
that
on the
me?
iPad beg to differ. One time I went to a concert and I went to the merch booth. I got a hoodie, bro handed me the hoodie, then turned around his iPad for a tip. Now I know these people don't get
What?
paid too well, but what in that interaction concurred a tip? Did
That's
he
what I'm
slip me a
saying,
$100
like-
bill in a hoodie that I didn't see? I don't think so. So nah, I don't think I'm gonna tip. But I would usually see these in local businesses most of the time, so that's all fine and dandy. But I've heard Starbucks is also doing tips. Now, I don't really go to Starbucks because it's just not for me. I like
I mean,
my
I can
coffee a
understand
certain
that.
way. I like my coffee how I like my men.
'Cause people be
Long,
wanting-
black, and Vietnamese. And no offense to you Starbucks employees out there, but I'ma treat y'all like McDonald's and Burger King. Like, why would I tip the drive-through cashier? That just sounds unnecessary. And as long as those restaurants are not asking for tips, then I'm never gonna tip.
Bro,
Don't get no
goddamn-
ideas, please. However, I understand why these workers would want a tip, though. They work low-wage jobs, and sometimes they got families to take care of at home. So a tip or two would make their lives a little bit easier. But I'm selfish. I'm not trying to tip at Wendy's, bro.
I'm selfish,
but I know
though.
that day will eventually come. I can smell it. This is the U.S. We'll somehow incorporate tipping into everything, so the employers can justify why they're paying their employees minimum wage. And whenever someone doesn't tip, they get mad at us instead of the business that's giving them a non-living
That's
wage.
true. I think that's kind of messed up because I feel like some jobs purposely do that tipping shit, even though they know for a damn fact, like I said, going to ice cream shops, like basic things, nobody's really gonna tip, but they could like incentivize their employees, be like, hey, come work over here, you're gonna get this much pay, but you're gonna get tips, like, you know what I'm saying? And then they get no tips, bro. They get pranked.
That's why tipping is super pushed. So restaurants, for example, can pay their waiters low salaries to encourage them to aim for tips. So the waiters have to
That
be
too.
as upstanding, top of their tippy toes,
Hey,
holly jolly.
I heard I'm sorry, last time I paused the video, I heard some waiters get paid like nothing, and then all their income is just the tips, bro.
worker as possible to try to get ends meet.
That's
So
kinda
the
crazy to
customer
me.
can walk away feeling happy about their experience, the owner of the restaurant being happy because of the profit and good look of the business, while the waiters walk away with a $2 tip and food stamps for a salary. Or at least that's just my theory, my game theory. Now, people that have never had a job might say, ain't that a good thing? It makes the waiters actually try to do their job well. Bro, ain't nobody
Bruh.
want to work minimum wage, period, bro, in this economy. Doesn't
I mean,
matter
that's
if I'm
facts.
getting tips. All it takes is one bad day of penny pinching tips to be like, well, Scoob, I guess we have to eat whatever's in the fridge tonight. I should know. I used to be a waiter. I was a waiter for weddings and
real?
other events in my late senior year, and my wage was decent,
Damn.
15 an hour, and for a high school student, that's pretty good. Plus, I only worked on the
Yeah.
weekends. Man, this job was gonna be a breeze. But that was only because I was a kid. I ain't need that much in the first place. All I thought is, if I can afford food, sold. But to spoil the
Yeah,
fun,
that's how it
most of
was.
the time, I did not get any tips or very little tips. And 95% of my gigs was at weddings, so the food was already paid for. I was giving these niggas free food, and I got nothing. And I was always all nice and shit. I was never mean. I was all like, hello,
Bro.
hot diggity day, what would you lovely people like to have? I thought I was doing a good job. I even shaved off my hair to be more presentable, which is something I still regret to this day.
Nah.
Don't cut the hair you love for no jobs. Unless it look like
crazy.
this. You might get no job with that. I did get tips sometimes. The biggest tip I've ever gotten was $40 from a table of old white women and a gay dude. And from then on, they became my target audience. I'd always pick the table with the gay niggas, because I know they'd give me the biggest tip. And me complaining about
What you mean by
tips
that?
might sound like a trivial problem, but I'm
Yeah,
talking
what you
about
mean by
like, in
that?
the grand scheme of things of this kind of job. Like if I was an adult with this job paying bills, taxes, rent, all that, I could not live like this. I know this because I had
Facts.
co-workers in their late 20s, 30s, 40s who said they couldn't take care of themselves with this wage. That's why they sold drugs on the side. That's why we should hold these businesses accountable to have higher wages for their employees so they don't have to rely on tips anymore. We must rise against this corrupt business practice.
Yes, we must rise. I'm with you, my brother.
Hey, you're just saying this because you just don't want to pay tips no more. Well, duh. I don't like tipping.
I thought that was the point.
Who wants to pay more of their own money when they don't have to? I'm not a misogynist, a masochist. Wrong word. I am the other one. I'm not saying I don't tip. I do. But mainly because I want to at least try to balance out my good deeds with my bad ones when I'm in the pearly gates. I'm not trying to go to hell because I didn't tip my IHOP waitress who so happened to be battling cancer and diabetes that one time. I'm trying to get to heaven. But if I gave zero,
that's kind of facts, bro.
Dangs or I would almost never tip. I would look at the bill, then pay the bill, then end it there. I would only tip if I received outstanding service, because, you know, most services nowadays are just average, you know, regular stuff. Nothing to point out, but you still supposed to tip. In a perfect world, I would only tip if the person is enthusiastically nice. Fast service, give me a back massage, and also pay for my food. Then
a massage
I
is
can
crazy.
understand tipping delivery drivers because they also need the money to pay for their gas, but that can go with the higher wage argument that I said earlier.
Always tip DoorDash.
If they show up mad late, then I don't have to tip them. We should bring back the 30 minutes or less or the food is free rule. I'd start ordering food from Russia on purpose. Save myself a stack. And like I said earlier, I know these people need these tips to survive. I know they have mouths to feed. I know. I feel you. I feel you. But in the back of my mind, I know I have mouths to feed too. My own mouth. And tipping is slowly taking that away from me. Now I'm gonna starve. And remember earlier when I said tipping is not a foreign concept? Well, apparently it is to most countries. Every time I look in the comment section for a post regarding tipping, 90% of the comments will be from foreigners saying, well, over here in Timbuktu, Jumanji land, we never even heard of tipping. I didn't even know Jumanji was a real place, but it sounds like heaven if they don't tip. And it makes me think the people of the U.S. here are purposely fucking me with this tipping shit. It's to be expected we tip 20 to 25% of the bill here. You have a better chance pulling a gun on me and robbing me because that's the only way you're gonna get that much money out of me. And I've been seeing news reports about how there's a spread of self-checkout machines with tipping options.
What?
Who the hell am I tipping? Mr. and Mrs. Walmart themselves? Why they need my money? Why they need a tip?
Nah, that's crazy. That's
Any tipping machine out there could suck the tip of my pee-pee. That's what you can do. And like I said earlier, I do tip my delivery drivers and waiters. I do. But I hate tipping. I bloody hate it. If I could abolish it, I would. I hate it.
Bro, calm down.
However, I know it's the right thing to do. Or at least I was raised to believe if I don't tip my waiters, I'm a dick. Which I don't really believe now, but I begrudgingly admit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, a waiter... Like, I had a waiter that was really bad one time and, like, ruined the whole experience and everything. Like, I still tipped, bro. But that was, like, the only time I felt like, nah, like, I'm not finna tip your ass. But, you know, the good part of me got the best of me. And, you know, I was just trying to be nice. But, bro, like, if that happened to me again, bro, I'm not tolerating that, bro. Like, if you get bad service, bro, like, I'm sorry, bro. You're not getting no damn tip.
So, I still tip. How much I tip? None of your beeswax. And even though I tip most of the time, I'm not gonna tell y'all you should tip. You could do whatever you want with the money you've earned. Like, I could be spending my money on helping the children in Africa.
What I do believe though is that, like, if you're going to go out and eat and stuff, like, you should be prepared for a tip though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't go not having a tip. Just get some fast food or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out and eat all extravagant if you don't have no damn tip. Like, it's just common courtesy. But how else am I supposed to pay for my drip? I need money for my clothes, man. Bro, those kids in Africa, they're not gonna pay for me. But yeah, those are my thoughts on tipping. Employees need better pay so I can stop paying. And in conclusion,
element of surprise. Did you pray today?
Yo, that's
Did you pray
crazy.
today?
Hey, what do y'all think about tipping, bro? And not the other tipping that you're thinking about. I'm talking about like restaurants and stuff. Yo, if you guys want me to react to anybody,